Some people fail not because they made poor decisions. Some people fail because they've made no decision. They've blinked, they've procrastinated, they have analysis paralysis, but life moves on and it leaves them behind. Hi, my name is Dr. Shahiem Hartley. I'm a South African-born Canadian family physician, and this show comes to you from Edmonton, Alberta. This show is for you if you feel something is off, you want to make a change, you need that change in your life, whether that be in your work life, in your social life, in your family life, wherever that may be. The word we use is pivot. You need to pivot your life. And pivot is a change in direction with intention. It's so important, with intention. As a family physician working across 2 countries, South Africa and Canada, for the last 2 decades, I've helped a lot of patients. I've also helped a lot of clients in this difficult period of their life where they feel they need to pivot. But of course, a big change in your life always makes you hesitant. There's hesitation, there's trepidation, there's anxiety. And over the years, I've kind of put it down to 2 questions I ask my patients. One is, do you overestimate the price of change? And 2, very importantly, do you underestimate the price of not changing? And once you have this discussion, it opens up all kinds of possibilities. I've had many patients they've pivoted successfully. When they came in to my clinic, they would be heavier in terms of mental health. They would be heavier. They would be concerned, anxious, fretting, being not the best version of themselves. And once they've pivoted, once they've made that decision to choose something better for themselves and for their family, you can see when they walk in a couple of weeks later, they are smiling, they are back to their old version of themselves, the happier version of themselves. They are talking about things, they are planning vacations, they are doing all kinds of things that previously would just be not even talked about at all. So this is something that really can change somebody's life, making that change and pivoting. And so with pivot, I want to also bring out another concept here, which is important. Each of us have been given gifts, and let's call them God-given gifts, things which you do easier than anybody else. Often people, when you are doing these things, whether it's making a cake, screwing in a light bulb, changing car oil, helping people, mentoring people, educating people, whatever it is, there are certain gifts that you have which were given to you, which makes life easier for other people. And those are the gifts that you should be using in your career. It brings me back to the story of if you have these gifts and you're stuck in a job and you don't use those gifts, when it comes to the end of your life and you're laying there, these gifts will come to you and they will say, we are so disappointed. We were given to you, and if you had used us, your life and other people's lives around you would have been amazing. But now you are going to be put into the ground unsatisfied. And us, as your gifts, we too are going to be unsatisfied because we were not used in this world. So I want you to think about that very carefully. I want you to think about, so my questions to you are going to be three questions. Are you ready to pivot? Are you ready to make that change in your life? I know you've been thinking about it, all the pros and cons. Are you ready? Number 2, what is going to be the price for you if you don't make that change? If you stay within the same situation you find yourself in, what's going to be the price of that change? And then number 3, I want you to think about, what are your gifts? What are your gifts that can help you for now and for the future? What are your gifts that can help mankind? Because ultimately those gifts are not just yours, it's to help mankind. And so in conclusion, I want you to think about that, and I want today to be day 1. As you know, the expression goes, if it's not day 1, it'll always be one day. Because the nature of these talks is to stimulate your mind, to make you think about how can I be better, because I want you to be the best version of yourself. because in the end, there can be only one.